Hey, I'm Dan Moralez from Northpointe Bank, and I'm here with
Rebecca Perkins with At Home Realty.
Okay, so we've been shooting a ton of video, and the last question I have for you today is, I think
What
it's...
is it? What is it?
It's not that bad. Is there a best time to sell a property, right? Some people say, oh, I need to sell in the spring or the summer markets, blah, blah, blah. What would you say to that?
Well, everybody thinks the same as spring market, but just know that that's when everybody else is thinking that they should put their home up. So now you have more competition.
Yep, so you're going to be competing against more people at that point in time. So I would think like the most optimal time to sell is a time like maybe now, right?
Yeah, now is good.
Where you have a shortage of properties on the market. You have a ton of buyers, there's not a ton of properties in the market. And so if somebody were to take that train of thought of, oh, I'll just wait until the spring to sell my property. Well, if everybody else is doing that, now those buyers have a much bigger pool.
They have more options, right.
And so the more options for buyers, is that good or bad for the seller?
That's bad. That's
right?
bad.
More competition, right?
It's good for the buyer.
It's great for a buyer, right? So if you're a buyer, you know, you're going to find the market's going to be competitive really any time of the year, right? But if you're somebody who's looking to sell, you really want to sell when the inventory is probably at its lowest point,
right?
Because you have the highest opportunity of being able to sell for the best price.
You do.
As opposed to waiting for some rule of thumb that said, oh, it's best to sell in the summer, or something like that, because that's not always the case, right? And the flip side would be, it's really a matter of, having an expert come out and give you an idea of what the property could sell for, how to market it, and how to maximize sales price. That's where you're an expert. Like you do an awesome job at that, of being able to figure out like when should you put the house in the market. Maybe there's things that they should do to it prior to putting it on the market. And that's stuff that you would help people go through as well, right?
And I do think that it is important to hire a professional that will be honest with you and help you through that process. I mean, that's what they're there for, as well as give you guidance on, is this the right time? I mean, things come into play, like what's going on in your life? What's your motivation? Do you have a place to go? So there's various factors that come into play with that, and having the right agent to help you work through those details to figure out when the best time is to put the house on the market is really important.
Yep. And Rebecca is the right agent to do that for you. I know, because I worked with her personally. So how do people get in contact with you?
Again, Rebecca Perkins with At Home Realty, 616-218-6161, or my website, RebeccaPerkinsHomes.com.
And I'm Dan Moralez from Northpointe Bank. You can find me at 616-931-4629 or at dan.moralez.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. See ya.
Take care.
Voila. It's a wrap.
Woo!
See? All right.
Hammered.